All right, guys. So yeah, before the recap, I just wanted to show you something. Mark A is a healthcare worker, and he just posted his picture on. So you see the picture here. Actually, I posted here. He he's a healthcare worker, and he mentioned that that's him. He worked in the weekend. They had a death the other day, and he said later that the healthcare workers are crying of fear. It's real, guys. And I just wanted to share that before my I just wanted to share that before my recap. That this is an extraordinary situation, and this is one of our traders, and his family are crying. And says my family cried when they saw my picture, and healthcare workers are crying of fear. It's real, guys. And I think it's very, very important for all of us to really understand the situation, that it's really bad. And we do what we can do. I mean, I was just looking at CNN, and this is California pitch. People apparently really didn't get it, the seriousness of this issue, and they're just going to do whatever they want, and they use this time off to enjoy their time. And it's very, very important for us guys to take it a little bit seriously. And in Vancouver, at least in downtown, people are doing it well, but I don't know about other part of the world. And this is a picture that really touched me. And these healthcare workers, they say, we stay here for you, please stay home for us. And this is important, guys. These are the people like us. They love their life, they love their family, and but they are exposing themselves to this virus. And it's our huge responsibility to take this seriously. I mean, China really forced people with all of the, all of the power the government has. They force people, and they could control it. I mean, we are a more democratic, area, and we have to do it ourselves. I mean, it's our responsibility. Instead of government or army comes into the streets, we have to do it, and this is very important. And you see these pictures a lot, from the healthcare workers, that they beg us to stay home and use this time off, work from home, and this social distancing, because these guys, I just saw Mark. We have a lot of healthcare worker in the community, and at least this video, if a couple of hundred people watch this video, I really beg you to just spread the word and let this pass faster. And the healthcare system all around the world are overwhelmed, and let it really help. Everyone needs to help. This is not something that it's not political, it's not regional, it's not Canada's fault or US fault or Europe's fault. No, everyone has to really, in this interconnected world, to manage that. So I just wanted to really put this before my video, before posting it on YouTube. And I really hope that people take this seriously, and just stay away from bars, stay away from restaurants, stay away from big social gatherings, and don't be that match. I saw a picture, I can't find it now, but I saw a picture that is a lot of match fighting, and it requires one match to come down until you stop the fire. Just be one that ring that stops that. And really, again, just these are our families, our sisters, wives, mothers, and friends, that they don't want to be there. They rather to be in the beach, but they are there. It's our responsibility, really. Thanks, Mark A. I really appreciate what you're doing, again, on behalf of our community. I know Mark A just shared that this really touched me, and he said that's me. I work over the weekend. We had a death, and he mentioned that health workers are crying of fear. It's real, guys, and my family cried. And again, yeah, he loves his family. His family loves him. He doesn't want to be in that situation. But again, guys, that's for a couple of hundred people that watch this video. Just take this seriously, please. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks all the healthcare workers all around the world. You are doing an amazing job. This is a war against a very, very complicated enemy. So hats off, really. Thank you for your service, guys. Cheers, and see you tomorrow, guys. All right, guys, I'm doing the recap for today. But before we get into the recap, I just wanted to mention that, guys, there's a special webinar coming this Tuesday, means tomorrow, with Dr. Jonathan Katz, which is in our in-house psychologist and performance coach that we have. Dr. Brett Steenbarger also joining us, and talk about what traders making money in recent markets are doing well. And again, all of you know that these are, unusual time in the market. Just looking at the charts, just looking at the SPY chart, you see that just the crazy times and crazy, you just look at this week and the volume and the volatility that you're seeing, and still market is making all-time, not all-time low, but it's just going lower and lower. So these are special times. These are not usual trading times, and that's why Dr. Brett and Dr. Jonathan Katz is coming to coming and having this chat with us. So I invite all of you to join this in the webinar room. It's on Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the Eastern time. So that's one thing that I want to mention. So for if you go to the psychology page, you can see all the presentations line up for the psychology, which most of the work is being done with Mike, and of course Dr. Jonathan Katz is supporting everything. So there are 6 modules that 4 of them are already published, that Mike has worked on a lot with Dr. Katz on it, on the psychology aspect of trading. So define yourself as a trader, psychology of trading, discipline, mindfulness, and there are 2 more modules coming in the next couple of weeks. As I mentioned, this is the live Q&A, and there are a couple of really good discussions that are already lining up. There is another one coming by Stephen Goldstein, is one of the very well-known performance coaches. This is a paid speech. So we ask him and actually pay him. He's based in UK and is going to have this discussion with us. Specifically, he wants to talk about next week about these past 4 weeks, this extreme volatility. The topic of discussion was different, but we actually changed it to actually reflect the current volatility in the market. And again, we have a bunch of other presentations lined up. You can go and see what are the topics if you want, and have a chat with us. In the webinar page, if you go, again, we keep this updated. So on Wednesday this week, Ed Martin is coming back, how to trade after hours on the earning. Although this recent volatility, really, we don't need to trade earnings. I mean, this every single second is just like an after hour earning. Just the volatility is crazy. But he's really good at trading after hours, usually after 4 o'clock when the market closes, a lot of earnings coming. We are getting into the earnings season for those of you who are really want to look into that. So this is the same presentation by Stephen Goldstein. And then we have a couple of really good speakers coming. Brian Shannon is one of the really amazing traders. He's an author of a book, Trading Based on Different Multiple Time Frames, and he's one of the people who really worked on VWAP, on intraday chart, and also on a daily chart. So he wants to talk about how to do the short-term trading based on the anchored VWAP. This is a very good. I saw this presentation, a different version of it, in a couple of conferences from him, and I asked him to come and give this presentation to us. So you don't want to miss this, definitely. And then we have a bunch of other ones that are coming. For those of you who cannot attend, all of the webinars are recorded and it's in the education center. So you don't need to ask. I mean, it's a couple of times people are just asking. No, you don't really need to ask. You just, there's always recording, and recording would be in our education center. Anyways, so that's the thing, guys. Market has been crazy. The market was gapping up in the pre-market, but because of the Fed's quantitative easing, so they started buying assets and stuff. But again, it couldn't really hold that, and it's kind of doing some stuff below the previous day close and below the VWAP. It seems that just market is weak until either a treatment or vaccine or something comes up. This situation is not really going to help. I mean, the best trade that we did was really an Uber. I traded, there's a lot of nice opening range breakdown that we did. Uber was a really amazing, nice opening range breakdown for me from 2080 all the way up to 1980, the last exit that I had. So I got, it's just $1 out of this. Thor, who's gonna post his recap, Thor took a bottom reversal from that, and he got from 1985 all the way up to this previous day close, and he also added on this VWAP. So he's gonna do this presentation, and so that's it. So I'm going to the trades tab. To the trades tab, I want to see a couple of people who want to share their trades with us, with the community. So I'm in the trades tab. Matt A. So Matt A trade that Zoom is making all-time high. Yeah, so that's a really amazing trade. So Zoom is making all-time high. So it wasn't a really nice, kind of engulfing in the open, but it did turn out to be a really nice, as soon as it claimed the VWAP long, and at 142, and he got out at 144. So that's a really great trade. Yeah, it's making all-time high. It's a very strong trade. It's actually a really good example for one of my seminar that I want to talk about moving averages and how you trade based on moving averages. I'm actually, yeah, you can actually see the tap. So I want to actually talk about this. This is what definitely would be one of my examples. Bobby N, what did you do? That's Rocco. So you went short, you got to stop out. So I wouldn't blame you for the short. I mean, obviously this is engulfing. You went short, you got to stop out. Great risk management, but you flipped the position for the break of 80, and yeah, it's just $4 up. So that's great. I mean, I salute you for this risk management, and this is an amazing trade. You know, after for the break of high of the day, and then we had a very strong level at 80. So amazing trading here. Rialen, trader, almost 3 years with us. So what did you do? Yeah, same trade, a better entry than entry you got really here. So so yeah, you got a much better entry. You jumped in on the pullback, you went long. Stop loss is probably around here. First exit, and then you added here for the breakout. That's the previous trade that we saw. Just pop all the way up. And yeah, so you actually get at 83. So this is not complete, but yeah, that's an amazing trade. This is a really nice trading. I actually really love that. Vince is doing some stuff. He is in Montreal. He's a funny guy. We had some good time together. So Uber, yeah, that's I think this is the kind of that's I think similar trade that Thor did in 1980. Yeah, pop up all the way. But there's a difference that Thor added more in here and he moved a bigger move. So you didn't add. So that's a really great trading. Really nice. Very nice trading, Vince. That's amazing trading. I really appreciate that. High voltage, same thing. Yeah, so you went short, you got stopped out. This is a trade that I took. So that's a trade that I took. You didn't take it. But again, you went long here. This is actually very similar to Thor. Go on, and then I think this is actually Thor trade. Yeah, perfect. Really great trading. Really nice. I don't know if you take it because Thor called it or you took it by yourself, but this is amazing trading. So again, you know, just long here at 19, around 1988, sold, and then added on this pullback. Really nice. I mean, you guys are adding really well. I'm not really good at adding, but just amazing all the way to the previous take close. Beautiful trading. Really, and these are the Bollinger Bands that you're using. Really great trading, guys. I mean, really amazing trading. What else do we have? Vince is doing some stuff. David F, Edwin, guys. Hard to really go through all of them, but it's just amazing trading, the community. So Uber, so what did you do? So you did a quick reversal on that in first 5 minutes. Don't ask me how. It's great, but this is exactly the trade that I took from 2080 all the way up to 1975. Really nice trading, guys. Really nice. I congratulate everyone. Yeah, so what about you, Edwin? Yeah, same thing. Uber, this is exactly the trade that I took. Edwin, yeah, I think Edwin actually got a better entry than me. Yeah, I think Edwin got a much better entry than me. Beautiful. How come you had this level 1975 and I didn't have? I didn't have any level here. These guys had a much better level, but I just didn't have any level at 1975. Everyone is having this level at 1975. I just didn't have that. Anyways, guys, great trading, guys. So don't forget the presentation tomorrow and on Wednesday. And yeah, so other than that, I just wanted to mention that, yeah, great trading, everyone. And stay safe. Social distancing is very important, guys. I mean, this issue is going to be fixed. I know everyone is anxious, but it's going to be fixed if you all work together. If everyone really paying attention about the social distancing and, you know, we flatten the curve faster. If you flatten the curve faster, we're gonna go over this issue. I'm sure we'll go over it, but we just have to everyone help on that. Excellent, great, guys. Thank you so much, and see you all tomorrow morning in the chat, guys.